peoples, and welcome to this week's episode of Vinyl Douche ASMR. This week we are doing some Paul Simon. Now I'm excited about this because I'm actually going to see Paul Simon this week up in Massachusetts at the Berkshires. Gonna see Paul Simon in a place up in the Berkshires called Tanglewood, where I've seen some great performers in the past couple of years. I saw Kool and the Gang and En Vogue 2 years ago, and last year I saw Nas perform with an orchestra, which was fantastic. So this year it's Paul Simon's turn. So I guess sort of a little bit of self-celebration. I decided to do his fifth solo album. Make sure, believe I'm right. No, his fourth solo album. Still crazy after all these years. So we've done quite a lot of Paul Simon on his channel so far. Probably maybe more than anyone else. Maybe him and Led Zeppelin, I think, leading the pack. Because I think we've done 2 Simon and Garfunkel albums, and we've done 1 Paul Simon album in the past. That was Graceland. So going a little back in time here. We are in 1975, October 25th is when this dropped, and it was dropped on Columbia Records and produced several top 40 hits. 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover was number 1. Gone at Last, number 23. Alright, that police siren is leaving in the distance, and police sirens are something that probably Paul Simon is very used to, because he's also a New York boy, just like I am. As you can see from this cover, I don't see any information about where this was shot, but I would definitely say Soho by the looks of the buildings in the background. But once we go on the inside, there might be some information about, maybe about that. So it also won 2 Grammys. Oh, also, Gone at Last hit number 23, and My Little Town hit number 9. And I believe that was a reunion between him and his old partner, Art Garfunkel. It was recorded at A&R Recording in New York. Labeled as jazz pop, which is a little strange, and produced by Paul Simon himself and Phil Ramone. That person is not one of the Ramones. As I mentioned, My Little Town was a reunion between Garfunkel and Simon and Garfunkel. The first time since 1970, so it's been 5 years since they had done anything together, and I think we covered their last album. And there's a duet with Gone at Last with Phoebe Snow, and there's 2 tracks. I don't know why they didn't mention them in this Wikipedia. By the Muscle Shoals rhythm section, they act as a backing band in 2 of the tracks. Maybe explore a little down below to see which one exactly. Wow. Something's happening around here. So, the title track was covered by a couple of people. One of them was Rosemary Clooney on her album Still on the Road. So that's 1993, but I don't know about that. I don't trust Wikipedia anymore. Ray Charles covered it on an album called My World. Also said in 1993, Karen Carpenter covered it on her posthumously released self-titled solo album. It's in 1996, and Willie Nelson covered it on the soundtrack of Space Cowboys in 2000. Now I know that to be a little bit more accurate, only because I'm familiar with the movie Space Cowboys. Jazz, I think it's Tommy Lee Jones, Clint Eastwood, and I think Donald Sutherland, and probably female lead, or female, probably not lead, but female support. That's probably romantically linked to one of those actors in the film, most likely, if I remember correctly. Inappropriately aged. There's a lot of people working on this album. There's way too many artists for me to get into. But as I mentioned, Phoebe Snow, Art Garfunkel. I can't see if there's don't see specifically where the Muscle Shoals did back up for them. Alright, well, album charted well. Also won 2 Grammys, Album of the Year and Best Male Pop Vocal Performance in 1976. So it did well. It's right in the heyday of Paul Simon's power. But yeah, the title track I was aware of. I didn't really get to know it until I started listening to this album. And 50 Way to Lose Your Lover is, that's sort of, I heard that one on the classic rock station a lot when I was growing up. I think that's all the supporting information I can give. Let's look at the album. Funny enough, I actually bought this in the Berkshires, in their little record store, and they always feature who's playing at Tanglewood, but I bought this actually last year when I went to go see Nas, and they had a little Nas section going. I picked this up from their used section, so I wonder when we're up there, I wonder if they'll have a little Paul Simon section going. Maybe one day I'll do one of these videos when I'm looking through their racks. And rip the hole. Okay. Trying to see if there's any information on who shot the cover. Yeah, we got our track list and songs. Guess not. No info on who shot the cover. So for side 1, still crazy after all these years. 2 is My Little Town. I Do It For Your Love is 3. 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover is number 4. And Night Game is number 5. In side 2, we have Gone at Last. Some Folks Lives. Some Folks Lives Roll Easy. Number 3 is Have a Good Time. And number 4 is You're Kind. And the last song on this album is Silent Eyes. Alright, Paul Simon's 1975 hit, still crazy after all these years. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next week.